Hey guys, it's Friday and you know what that means. It's time for FAQ Friday. This week I'll be addressing a question I get all the time, and it's if there was one thing I should be doing with my money, what would it be? And my answer to that question is if there's nothing else that you're doing, do a budget. Budgeting is so vital if you want to make any progress with your money. Have you ever had that feeling when the end of the month comes and you're wondering, where did all my money go? How can you expect to keep your money in line if you don't have a plan for it? If you've ever been a part of a wedding, you know that there is so much planning involved to make it run smoothly. The bride and groom can't just show up on the day of the wedding and hope that all goes to plan. There's a lot of work that needs to be done ahead of time. Jobs need to be delegated. Someone's in charge of the food. Someone else is in charge of playing the music, while another person is the officiant of the wedding. Everyone has their role and needs to know specifically what to do. And then when that happens, then the wedding can go as planned. The same is true with your money. You have to tell each dollar what you want it to do, where it's supposed to go, and then it will follow. A huge concern that I hear all the time about a budget is people are saying, I don't want to feel restrained. But the thing is, it's going to be the opposite when you sit down and write your budget. It's actually quite liberating. You'll find out that you have so much more wiggle room in your budget than you ever thought you did. Not to mention, when you go out to the store to buy something, you're not going to feel guilty about it because you set that money aside and you assigned those dollars to be spent on that thing. So let's say you have your clothing budget and you're out and you find a shirt that you really want. You're allowed to buy it because you made a plan and there's no guilt associated with it. Those dollars were assigned for things like that. The other thing a budget's going to do is it's going to make you feel like you are making so much more money. When my wife Andy and I did our first budget, we ended up finding $600 to $800 extra dollars in our month that we didn't even know was there. It was just being spent somehow, somewhere. Once we started budgeting, we were able to take that money and direct it towards our debt and our emergency fund and any other financial goals that we had. So right now, wherever you are financially, if you're not writing a budget, do it. I promise you that you're going to reach those financial goals a whole lot faster and you're going to find a lot more money in your month. Alright, that's it for this week's episode of FAQ Friday. I wrote an entire blog on budgeting and I go in a lot more depth there. So I'm going to attach the link for you in the show notes. And as usual, if you have a question for me that you want me to answer in this video series, email it to me at info@craigdacey.com. If you have a budget, let me know how that's helping you. Leave it in the comments box below. And as always, if you liked today's video, be sure to hit that share button for me. Thanks everyone, and I will see you later. Happy budgeting.